But what about other side effects? Is there just like any mental side effect of saying, wow, I'm not on social anymore?
Oh, absolutely. So I think the biggest thing I personally notice, and I'll like say I have accounts. I don't have any for my business. I have a personal Facebook account. It's one thing I have. I have to do research with it for work constantly. And basically I left it as like a business card, right? So
Hmm.
if you're not entirely comfortable quitting your platform, you could put a note up there that says, we don't respond to messages. Here's how you can reach out to us. We're shutting down this channel for XYZ, but it still has the banner with what you do and who you are. So it's still out there.
With you, it's almost cheating because you can put up a thing saying, I'm not on social, I'm hiking. And then it's
Yeah.
on brand for you.
Yeah, a little bit. And, it works. And then from there, I think the first thing I noticed was I could hear the birds a lot. Like I was more in tune with,
I
I know
wasn't
this,
expecting that. Like, yeah,
Chirp,
there's
chirp,
extra
chirp.
benefit. You hear the
Yeah.
birds all of a sudden.
yeah, I felt a really big release personally. I felt like my opinions were more valid. My ideas were more exciting to me. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I stopped worrying about comparing myself to peers or other people. Stop and smell the flowers a little bit
Oh my
more.
gosh. Wow. That's
Yeah,
good
because
feedback.
Also, put down Twitter and hear the tweets, kind of.
exactly the real tweets,
Yeah.
which was really honestly very powerful for me, especially coming out of 2020. I mean, through the pandemic, a lot of people, I think, suffered from being bombarded by a lot of information constantly, and all
Yeah.
the changes and the stress and the being pulled towards different things that were going on, and it was like overwhelming, right? So since quitting, it's been great for me to just tune in to the people I like. I notice I'm very much more intentional about reaching out to people and
Does food
connecting.
taste better?
Um,
You're like, food tastes
Would
better. I hear the birds.
you can hear better? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be like just ironic that, this is not going to happen, but everybody quit social media after the pandemic. We're done.
yeah. Yeah, it was almost surprising to me. I remember like distinctly, it was, I don't know, maybe a month or two after I quit, and I was outside and I was like, the colors look so bright today.
Well, it
I,
almost sounds like you were like, it was suppressive to you having to keep up with that, right? That constant, you know, pressure, almost like peer pressure to have all of this when really it wasn't like serving you any, good or ROI for your company.
I think a lot of people listening are thinking, God, I have a drug addiction and it's socials.
it's
Like, really?
true. I mean,
Quit
I
it?
think people do. I think
Colors are
they
brighter.
do.
Foods taste better. I can smell my food again. I hear the
Yeah.
birds.
they've done research in children, and they say that children and even like Gen Z who's now kind of entering the workforce, they don't have any empathy because they've had everything presented to them through a screen. They lack normal human empathy, and I'm an older millennial. So for
Oh,
me, like
wow.
I remember what it was like to not have a smartphone or internet or any of that stuff. And like, there's something to be said about that, right? Because even I feel that way. And I haven't had that input my whole life. And, the generation that's just entering the workforce now isn't as well equipped to deal with, in-person conflict with employees, bosses, and things like that.
Well, they run from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avoid it like the
So,
plague.
so
Interesting.
even if you just give yourself a break, like just take a week off, right? And just see what happens.